Greetings, friends, and welcome back to the 3-Minute Horror Show. My name is Ben, your host, and I love horror movies. In fact, I watch the bad movies so that you don't have to. You're welcome. Today I'll be reviewing the movie The Curse of Lilith Ratchet from 2018. A pair of college students steal a magical object from the local witchcraft store and accidentally unleash the curse of Lilith Ratchet, an angry ghost with a bad attitude.
Wow.
This movie was written and directed by filmmaker Eddie Langell. He's worked on a handful of indie horror films over the years, including one that's St. Patrick's Day based that looks very interesting to me. The Curse of Lilith Ratchet is available to stream here in Canada on Tutie. It's available on pretty much any service you can imagine in the States, so you all are pretty lucky over there. A pair of college students wander into an occult shop looking for some incense. They spot a box on the counter, and after asking what the box is and how much it costs, the pal, Lauren, decides to snake the thing. The two immediately go to the home of a paranormal YouTuber that lives on campus and they try and sell the box to him. The box contains a head, a shrunken head. The head isn't the only thing in there though. There's also a rhyme about some character named Lilith Ratchet. This Lilith lost her child. She either killed the child herself or died due to something, I can't remember which. Her husband was also abusive and a cheater. He started banging the town baker. Lilith decided to cut this baker woman's head off, present it to her husband in a box, and then kill him too. She was caught, executed, and her head was shrunken by a pair of occultists who also happened to be the siblings of the dead baker. That's what's in the box apparently. Well, this tale of Lilith Ratchet was made up for this movie. There are several stories across folklore and mythology that deal with women who enact bloody vengeance. A good example of one of these women is Medea from Greek mythology, not to be confused with Tyler Perry's Medea. This is Medea. Medea was the granddaughter of Circe, the sorceress whose exploits you can see in the new Odyssey movie, and the sun god Helios. Medea was known as a high priestess of Hecate, who is the Greek goddess of magic. Now, according to the legends, Medea helped Jason in his quest for the Golden Fleece, like in the Odyssey, and then she later married him. Now, after 10 years of marriage, that dirty dog Jason left her to go marry the daughter of King Creon. Medea did not take this lying down, and she eventually got her revenge on Jason by killing their sons, her own children, as well as his new wife. Crazy. So where we last left our main character, Alice Crowe, played by Katelynn Newberry, her boyfriend Dylan, played by the always entertaining Roger Connors, and her friend Lauren, the shrunken head thief, they were at the home of a local paranormal YouTuber. This YouTuber may be a student at the school, I'm not sure. He seems to be rich AF, he has his own place, and he appears to be at least 35. And he's also dating a senior year student. This guy's name is Hunter, and he offers to buy the head off of them for $250. This seems to be the first time that the trio has ever met Hunter, but later on they're very chummy, so I have no idea. Hunter's girlfriend/assistant decides that they should play the Lilith Ratchet game at a party that's coming up at the club that Dylan does promotion for. Now, in addition to Katelynn Newberry and Roger Connors, The Curse of Lilith Ratchet's cast also includes Cody Steele and George Tutie from the movie Meat from 2025. Meat is a fantastic queer slasher film that I've covered on the channel previously and is definitely worth watching. These actors are all very talented, and it was a pleasant surprise to see them all together in this movie almost 10 years before Meat. Now, I'm going to put a link to my review of Meat in the description of this video, as well as a link to an interview that I did with the writer-director Roger Connors, who plays Dylan in this movie. You should definitely check both out, and Roger is lovely.
You right.
So they decide to go ahead and play the game at this party, and the game is pretty much just hot potato with the shrunken head. People lose one by one. Hunter is the winner, and then shortly after the game ends, the first person to lose sees Lilith Ratchet, who looks quite ratchet by the way, and is subsequently hit by a car so hard that his head pops off. Slowly but surely, everyone else who lost the game is murdered by Lilith Ratchet, all in ways that look like accidents except for maybe Dylan, whose face is clawed to death. For whatever reason, a couple people completely unrelated to the game get killed by Lilith as well. Yikes! Is Hunter going to be able to end this curse, or is it going to take everyone, including him? You'll have to watch to find out. This was a perfectly serviceable ghost story. A little hokey, sure, but it was entertaining.
Yep.
It certainly wasn't a bad movie.
Nope.
It's definitely not a gore fest, but the effects that they did use were practical for the most part, and I really did like the design of Lilith. The performances were good too. I found the character Hunter a little bit overbearing, but I don't think that was the actor's fault. There's also another cameo in addition to the cast members from Meat. Morrigan Thompson shows up for a few minutes, and it's always fun to see her. If you want something that's fun but plays by the numbers, then this is a good watch for you. I rate The Curse of Lilith Ratchet a 5 out of 10. As always, link to my Letterboxd appears in the video's description. Please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does boost my engagement, helps my channel grow. Smell you later, nerds!
Alright, well that sounds like a great way to burn through $200, man.